Hello, welcome to TGverse. I'm Tony. Dive into Earth 2 with me. Earth 2, Beyond the Noise, the Evidence. Data updated as of December 2025. Sit back, grab a coffee, and let's talk about vaporware. Yes, that magic word that critics love to hurl at Earth 2 as if it were a spell capable of making a one-to-one global map disappear. A map that, like it or not, exists today as an accessible and evolving platform. It is fascinating to notice how the narrative of nothing exists continues to thrive while, in fact, official sources and public data indicate otherwise. The operational continuity of the E-ther multiplayer pre-alpha was documented for 116 consecutive days between August and December 2025, with a reported uptime of 99%. We are talking about approximately 2,784 hours of uninterrupted activity. If by vaporware we mean the absence of executable artifacts, then public facts contradict that definition. If instead we mean a product still far from commercial maturity, then we agree. It is a pre-alpha, and that is exactly what a pre-alpha is supposed to be. The most recurring accusation is that Earth 2 relies on technobabble. However, based on public communications, the team has consistently described its limits and ambitions, documenting a partnership with Metagravity for the integration of the hyperscale engine. From an impartial analytical perspective, the critical point is not whether the technology works in the absolute, but where the bottleneck lies. According to the team, while the server infrastructure aims to handle thousands of entities in a single shard, the bottleneck perceived by users today is local rendering, as an average GPU begins to struggle beyond 100 complex characters. This isn't magic, it is technical honesty. Metagravity, for its part, claims in its official materials the potential to reduce infrastructure costs by 10 to 100 times compared to traditional cloud models through causal computing. This is not a guarantee of a final result, but a concrete technological direction. To claim that nothing can be done while Earth 2 showcases in-engine footage and live demos at GDC 2024, standing among industry giants, appears more like interpretive laziness than technical skepticism. Then there is the urban legend of the playground for tycoons only. It is a fact that honorary titles exist for those owning hundreds of thousands of digital properties, but technical access to the testing phase is governed by much more modest requirements. The Steward of Tiles Global Badge requires owning just 1,000 tiles. Based on market data observed in the documents, we are talking about an entry threshold that has historically fluctuated between $100 and $200. To define a project as elitist when it opens its technology for the cost of a brand-name pair of shoes is a rhetorical stretch that does not survive a priceless check. Earth 2 chose to maintain this threshold to broaden the tester base without prematurely overloading the instances. Some detractors love to vivisect official videos to find glitches or collision errors, but those defects are, paradoxically, evidence of a real build. A pre-rendered video is perfect by definition. A film showing collision bugs in a public demo is proof of code running in real time. The team has stated that, with the exception of the 2020 conceptual video, all subsequent material is in-game footage recorded from the actual engine. This does not make the project immune to quality concerns, but it does exclude cinematic falsification. Let's address the issue of withdrawals, where the numbers matter. It is a documented fact that fiat currency withdrawals suffered suspensions and delays between 2024 and 2025. Based on official statements, the issue stemmed from compliance with new European MiCA regulations and subsequent friction with banking partners. However, the objective data shows that Earth 2 has processed over $22 million in cumulative withdrawals since its inception. This figure confirms the existence of a real economic circuit, not just a promised one. To manage the regulatory transition, an experimental system was created to allow credits to be converted into Essence tokens withdrawable to Web3 wallets. The aggregate daily limit of approximately $5,000 for the entire platform serves, according to the team, to ensure cash stability during migration. Critics call it a ransom, but a more neutral reading suggests a containment measure typical of a central bank in an emerging digital economy, protecting internal liquidity while building infrastructure. Earth 2 is not an instant pastime. It is a long-cycle development project. While the debate focuses on social media friction, public data shows operational tokenomics, with burn mechanisms destroying up to 100% of tokens used in certain activities. Over 74 million essence have been staked by users, indicating that a portion of the supply is locked by those choosing to bet on the project's future. Earth 2 is a digital industrial construction site. Skeptics look at the mud of the foundations and say a city will never stand there. But system logs tell a story of running engines and continuous updates. Monumental challenges are won with code, not with prejudice. This is not financial advice. It is an invitation to read the data before the comments. Criticizing Earth 2 because it is not yet complete is like walking into a shipyard where a revolutionary ocean liner is being assembled and shouting that it doesn't float because it is still sitting on concrete. Meanwhile, the engines are turning, engineers are testing systems, and the crew is already preparing the routes. It is the natural discomfort of watching the construction of something that, if it truly launches, would change the scale of everything we call a virtual world. The era of easy sarcasm is ending because, unlike opinions, this construction site has its servers turned on.
Turn it up. Welcome to the planet that wakes up. A whole world under your feet, a new horizon in the heat. From the sky down to the ground, you can feel the pulse, the sound. Not a poster, not a claim. This is life inside the frame. Stepping closer, hear it move. Earth 2 is in the groove. Lights are on, the builders run. Every step becomes a sun. Push the edge, break the night. We connect the world in light. Earth 2, beyond the noise. Earth 2, one world, one voice. Earth 2, Earth 2, rising through the void. We build, we move, we set it deployed. Earth 2, wait, world awake. Feel the planet ignite. Living the night, 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 shift and seasons change. New routes drawn across the range. Not spectators, not someday. We're the ones who pave the way. Hands to work, minds aligned. Future forming, line by line. If the path is hard to see, we turn pressure into free. Lights are on, builders run. Every step becomes a sun. Push the edge, break the night. We connect the world in light. making the crowd jump.